I'm going to go through my final thoughts here for Module 16. I got the modules up in the background, so I might look up every now and then, but what are my thoughts, what are my fears, what are my concerns about the position? Kind of going through it. Module 1, just introducing myself was kind of interesting, not having taken any classes or anything else. This being the first one, I thought it was kind of weird to talk about myself, kind of put myself out there. And as I went through the leadership roles, I thought about, well, of the things that I mentioned, there were a lot more leadership roles that I have also. I'm a Kagan trained, and I'm the Kagan coach for our school, one of two. So that's just another leadership role I have. And I got up and spoke in front of the school. The superintendent was there, principal, just last month. And so I thought, man, that would have been a good one to talk about. But as we got into the curriculum, and I have a buddy that's going through Fort Hays State right now, and he's a little bit ahead of me, so that's kind of nice. But I was not thinking that I wanted to be a principal. I thought maybe I just wanted to get the degree and be able to go to the activities and be an administrator on duty and get moved over on the pay scale. But this class, as I went through it and got to talk to my principal at the elementary school level and my principal, because I coach wrestling, at the high school level, and get their thoughts and takes on things, was very interesting. And I thought, maybe that does interest me. And then I talked to my superintendent and did that interview and thought, man, maybe this is the path for me. And as I kind of click through some of the modules here, as we did some of the different things, what my leadership style was, just watching the videos was very interesting with what the leadership style was, and reading some of the articles was definitely worth a read. The videos that put yourself in their teacher's shoes, that was so powerful, whether it was an elementary school, whether it was a high school here in Kansas. Makes me rethink about inner city Chicago, some of the different areas that are, I think it scares me a little bit, to be honest. I don't know if I would go to Kansas City to be a principal, or even Topeka. I've heard some horror stories about Topeka since we've had some people over here at St. George. So I think that kind of frightens me more, to have not only the principal aspect, but all the other aspects too of dealing with, at the high school level, dealing with gangs, dealing with bullying, more so at the high school level, I would think, than at the elementary school, from just what I see at both levels. But having cameras in my school just scares me to death. Not that there shouldn't be, but 60 plus and you need more. So just trying to get these kids through to get a degree or get through the day. I very much valued, I don't remember what module it was, but I very much valued the module on the 2020, and it opened up my eyes to a lot of stuff of just America in general, and I thought that was a very good watch. I think more people should watch that. And I went back and talked to my team and my teachers and everything, and just kind of reevaluating what we're doing. And are we doing the best thing we can for the kids, or are we teaching to the test, and kind of some of those different things. So that got me thinking. So everything I've done in this class so far has really got me thinking and analyzing my own principal. In my situation, I have a principal that is headed out the door. This is her last year, and we get a new one in next year. So I'm excited to see the differences and the changes. And as we kind of went through the modules, I said, does my principal do that? Does my principal do that? What would I, want out of a principal? And especially as we went to the hiring part of it, I got to have some input on that and make some comments as far as what we want in a principal. And I thought, well, is that me? Would I hire myself? So that was kind of interesting to think about. And then, the excitement of having a group of teachers underneath you all working together as one, yoked in the same philosophies. That was one of my superintendents said, that the philosophy wasn't jiving with his teachers when he was a principal. And instead of trying to get them on board, he kind of pushed them and said, you need to do this, you need to do that. And the same thing with the students. He had a crazy story about the students, and they would something with a dance, and the freshmen would all go to the dance, but none of the upperclassmen would dance with them. And then they took them out and had them, drinking beverages and getting them drunk. And he said, we're going to put a stop to that. And they were like, it's tradition. Even some of the parents were fighting him on this. Just crazy horror stories. Instead of trying to find an alternative and say, okay, what else can we do? Because obviously that's not going to happen. It was just no, it's not going to happen. We're not going to do it. So going through this class has opened up my eyes to a lot of different things. I really enjoyed the modules and going through each, reading comments, taking comments. I got my leadership philosophy kind of picked apart, which was nice, and I'm super happy about that. I think anybody that can't take constructive criticisms in the wrong profession as far as teaching, or I'm sure other stuff also, coaching would be another thing, being a principal, I'm sure. So I enjoy the constructive criticism and anything I can do to make myself better, whether it be a teacher or whether it be, higher than that, maybe an administrator someday. So I valued this class. I thank you for letting me be a part of it and taking time to put this curriculum together, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. So thank you.